What is Jamna Auto's key theme or focus area this year at Auto Expo?
See, the main focus area is we have, as you know, we are a company who is always inventing new products, new processes. So what we have showcasing here is, our traditional conventional springs and mainly a parabolic springs. We have converted many of conventional springs into parabolic springs now. And the major advantage, as we explained in the past, of parabolic springs is there is a weight reduction. The ride comfort is much better, and top of that, the life of these parabolic springs is much higher as compared to traditional conventional springs. In addition to that, we are focusing more on our aftermarket products here. So whatever leaf springs we are supplying to OEM, we are supplying those springs in aftermarket also. We have introduced the lift axles parts for aftermarket. And recently we have launched clutch plates as well as brake pads for aftermarket. So all these parts are being showcased in this event.
Wonderful. Thank you for that short overview of the product that you have. How are some of the mega trends relevant to Jamna Auto? Something like optimum utilization of fleet, driver comfort, sustainability, and total and faster turnaround time of vehicles. What are relevant to Jamna?
See, what we are doing is, like when I said, we are shifting from conventional spring to parabolic spring. With this, a number of leaves comes down. So the maintenance of leaf springs becomes much easier. Instead of 13 leaves, you have only 3 leaves in the spring. So maintenance comes down. That's one. Secondly, we have recently introduced air suspensions in a trailers also. So the maintenance cost of trailer air suspension is negligible as compared to traditional multi-leaf spring suspension we had been using. And the feedback on air suspension have been extremely positive.
You spoke about trailer air suspension. The trailer market has been really doing well.
Yeah.
What is your overall observation of this market? And you also rightly touched upon the maintenance cost coming down, 1 ton increase with the air suspension as well as the mechanical trailer parts that you have. How is the overall market performing for you in trailers?
See, we keeping in mind, the infrastructure in India is improving, the highways are improving, and the maximum load carrying capacity for trailer or GVW has been increased to 55 tons. So if you have air suspension, complete air suspension, you can have a GVW of 55 tons in the trailers. So we are now supplying complete air suspension where you can carry 55 tons. And in addition to that, we have introduced a new suspension where we will have 2 axles on a mechanical suspension and 1 axle on air suspension where you can carry 54 tons. So with the cost of mechanical suspension, you can carry close to 54 tons. The unique feature what we given in this suspension is one of the axle which is on air suspension can be lifted also.
Okay.
So if your cargo weight is less, you just run your trailer on only 2 axles. So you save on 4 tires. So that's the one unique feature we have given in our air suspension, and air suspension maintenance is almost negligible.
Wonderful. What is happening on the bus air suspension side?
Bus air suspension, I think probably it will take some more time. It's only very niche players. The volumes are pretty less as of today, but I think it may take another 3 to 4 years time when we see a huge major conversion from a mechanical suspension to air suspension. But we are ready with we have already developed a major suspension in our portfolio.
Okay. You have in all 4 manufacturing plants. How was the capacity utilization?
So we have totally 8 manufacturing facilities. Out of 8, we have 3 manufacturing facilities for air suspension and lift axles alone. One of them is in Pune, and we have in fact our R&D center also in Pune. We have a second plant in Chennai and the third plant in Pantnagar.
Okay.
So in Chennai, we have a separate plant for our leaf springs also. In Pantnagar, it's a combination of both air suspension and leaf spring in the same plant. Our Pune is only air suspension, lift axle, trailer suspension, and our complete R&D. We have a complete R&D center in Pune where we have an engineering strength of close to about 35 engineers.
Okay. And how is your focus and efforts towards aftermarket segment?
See, we are probably management has a great focus on aftermarket. All of us know this. Automotive industry, cyclic industry, after every 3 or 4 years, we see a downward trend. So keeping that in mind, we are putting a lot of efforts in aftermarket, not only India, but as well as abroad also. So we are focusing on aftermarket India as well as aftermarket exports.
Last 2 years have been relatively slow and low due to the corona pandemic for the automotive industry and the world in general. How has been the last 2 years for you, and what is the outlook for 2023 and beyond?
See, yes, last 2 years are not good for everyone, but at Jamna, what we have done is, probably our top line has gone down. We have been trying to maintain our bottom line same as during a good years. What we have done a lot of cost reductions in our entire supply chain system, and we have closed some of our warehouses. Wherever we have our plant, we had a warehouses close to our plant, so we have closed those warehouses and we are using our plants as warehouses. So we have done a lot of cost reduction. So probably there is hardly any hit on our bottom figure. Yes, there is a major hit on the top figure, but I believe we should be touching 2020 in 2024. We should be touching high of what we had in 2018, 2019.